Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, which is going to come first, by the way, but also how we're going to accomplish this. We are solution based. We set a goal and we make it happen for this generation and for the next. So, if you are down for that, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because this one you're going to want to send out. What would you do, beautiful patriots across this incredible fruited plain, if I told you that the president of Mexico, the one right down south of the border, is now threatening to make gun manufacturers in the United States terrorist organizations? Yeah, no, I'm not making that up. And the reason why is because Trump dared call cartels terrorist organizations. Because that's the same. Yeah, this is actually happening. Everything will be linked in the description box below per usual. I always bring the receipts. And again, guys, make sure you send this one out and you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. All right, guys, this one, you just hold on to your socks because the timeline that we're living in, you just can't make up. Okay, let's dive right in. Mexico hits U.S. gun makers with new legal threat in retaliation for Trump policy. We'll get to Trump in a second. But keep in mind, Mexico, the state, is already suing gun manufacturers in United States court for all the guns that the cartels use in criminal behavior. So that's the backstory here. We've been dealing with that for 3 years. But now, look what the president of Mexico actually just said. Like this. Okay, let's just dive in. Sometimes you just have to dive in. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico's president on Friday warned U.S. gun makers they could face fresh legal action and be deemed accomplices if Washington designates Mexican cartels as terrorist groups. Hey guys, tell me you're a sympathizing corrupt state without telling me you're a sympathizing corrupt state to the cartels. Because the whole accusation and the hush-hush was the cartels own the government. Well, the freaking Mexican president literally just said, yeah, if you guys designate cartels as terrorist groups, we may have to implicate your gun manufacturers as terrorist accomplices. You hate to see it. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, let's keep going. Quote, got a little ahead of myself. If they declare these criminal groups as terrorists, then we'll have to expand our U.S. lawsuit, Claudia Sheinbaum said at a daily press conference. Okay. A new charge could include alleged complicity of gun makers with terrorist groups. Let me read that again. I'm going to highlight it. A new charge could include alleged complicity of gun makers with terrorist groups. Okay. Keep going. Sheinbaum said the U.S. Justice Department itself has recognized that 74% of the weapons used by criminal groups in Mexico come from north of the border. Now, the accusation here is that gun manufacturers are deliberately and intentionally supplying the cartels with guns because they just want their grubby little monies. Okay, we all know that's not happening. We all know that's impossible in the United States. That cannot happen. But it doesn't matter. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good narrative. We experience that all the time in our space. But let's continue. On Thursday, the New York Times reported that the State Department plans to classify criminal groups from Mexico, Colombia, El Salvador, and Venezuela as terrorist organizations. Now again, why would the president of Mexico have a big problem with drug cartels who are killing their citizens and pretty much running the country through illicit drug trade? Why would they have a problem with a terrorist designation? And then even more so an important question, why would they say well, if you do it, we're going to have to say that your gun manufacturers are complicit with terrorist organizations? I don't want to. Why? Almost like it's kind of out in the open and we can all see what's happening. But let's continue. Of course, what we're referencing here is the $10 billion lawsuit that Mexico has already filed. We've already talked about that extensively. Earlier this month, Sheinbaum angrily rejected an accusation by the U.S. that her government has an alliance with the drug cartels. So she proved how angry she was, the la pasión, by saying, well, if you declare those groups terrorist groups, I guess we're going to have to say the American gun manufacturers are complicit with terrorists. I mean, guys, it's so comical. And of course, this is what's got our feathers all in a fluffle. Here we go. Let's listen to the Trumpster. Here's summation. Cartel's bad, terrorist. We should do it. I'm amazing.
This is actually an executive order designating the cartels and other organizations to be foreign terrorist organizations.
That's a big one.
Yes, sir.
People have wanted to do this for years. So they are now designated as terrorist organizations, foreign. And Mexico probably doesn't want that, but we have to do. That's right. They're killing our people. They're killing 250, 300,000 American people a year. Not 100, like has been reported for 15 years. It's probably 300,000.
This is actually
All right. So now if we put that in frame of reference, he even said it. Mexico probably doesn't want that because I'm Trump and I'm Trump. Well, yeah, apparently Mexico doesn't want that. That's really weird why Mexico wouldn't want it. It's almost like the illicit capital flowing in from the United States into Mexico is fueling something like politics. Yeah. I call him like I see him. Let's keep on going because this one, guys, I need to hear you and spread this out. Shine Bomb. Oh, she's real angry. We categorically reject the slander made by the White House against the Mexican government about alliances with the criminal organizations, the president wrote on social media platform. If there is such an alliance anywhere, it is in the U.S. gun shops that sell high-powered weapons to these criminal groups. So that's why she's suing the gun manufacturers at the very top, because gun shops. Guys, are you seeing this? Effectively, what you're looking at is you're looking at political cover provided by the president of Mexico for the cartels because Trump would dare designate them a terrorist group, which gives all sorts of open season, including letters of marque, where we're going to have Trump pirate navies going after them. But you know what, though? We're going to have to go after those pesky gun manufacturers because now they're implicit with terrorist behavior, even though there's absolutely zero evidence of that whatsoever. But again, let's not let truth, fact get in the way of a good narrative. Let's keep on going. Guys, it's just crazy. Tensions between the closely connected neighbors soared after the White House said President Donald Trump would slap tariffs of 25% on both Mexican and Canadian goods because of illegal immigration and drug smuggling. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. It's almost like everything in our world is determined by money. Now, as we continue through this, I just want to leave this right here. Just to sum up, this woman right here, the president of Mexico, is now going to designate U.S. gun manufacturers as as complicit with terrorist organizations, and it's even used as a threat to make Donald Trump not call cartels terrorist organizations. Yeah, like I said, the timeline that we're in is a hell of a drug all by itself. Let me know what you guys think in the content below, and I will see you in the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.